Why don't we jump into our next topic? Who wants to pay $144 a year for Facebook? After the massive success of Twitter Blue, Mark Zuckerberg has his eyes set clearly on generating revenue from his user base through the Meta Verified program, a monthly subscription with a cost of $12 that does what? Okay, it covers Facebook and Instagram, includes a blue badge, increased search visibility, exclusive stickers for stories, direct customer support, and 100 free stars, a currency that can be used to tip creators. There does not appear to be any reduction in ads or data mining. What a deal, Mark. Sign me up. I love it. Can we never normalize this, people?
It seems to just be a brand thing.
Like, never. Can we never, ever normalize this? Can we always make fun of people for paying for Twitter Blue? Please.
Would you normalize it if it did do what it says at the end? If it did reduce, or let's say it removed ads and removed data mining.
I wouldn't believe them.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Let's imagine that you knew without a doubt.
Forget the data mining, because I don't believe them. But we can talk about ads.
Okay.
If I never saw an ad on Facebook or Instagram again, I wouldn't pay for this because I don't remember the last time I opened up Facebook or Instagram. No offense to our dedicated viewers on Facebook, all dozens of you.
Yeah, we're streaming there right now.
We're streaming there right now.
I don't think either of us have ever seen that page. Nope.
41 people are watching on Facebook? Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Sup, boomers. Hello, fellow boomers. 39. They're leaving in shame. And I took that personally.
Don't observe us.
Yeah, so Facebook. No, I wouldn't pay for it. But let's say hypothetically that it was a service I actually used and cared about. Yeah, I don't know, $12 a month doesn't seem that outlandish.
Why would you pay for it though? As a normal user, what does it even give you? As a company,
have you seen how many ads there are on Facebook? Oh no,
right.
We're not talking about our.
I was talking about the root thing. I was no longer talking about the ad removal.
Oh, okay. So we're not talking about the real product, or we are going back to talking about the real product.
We're going back to talking about the real product.
Yeah. So increased search visibility, stickers, customer support, and stars to tip creators.
It's basically just stars.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're a normal user, and then
what support do you need on? I mean, you use Facebook, so maybe you're not that good with computers. Maybe you just need help using websites.
Hold on. I interpret that as the other way around. Direct customer support. Yeah, maybe you are right. Wow, that's an advertised major feature?
I mean, if you need customer support, you should just contact them, right?
I assumed that was some way that like brands could interface.
Yeah, maybe I've got this wrong. Maybe it's completely the other way around.
I kind of hope so, because if they're like, hey, yeah, we'll give you customer support for this thing that you're paying for, I would hope that's not like a thing that they advertised.
Yeah, guys, I mean, hit us up. Which one is it? Meta support also means Instagram support. We recently lost a company Instagram account because they don't have support for unverified users.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's very company focused.
No, it sounds like it's user focused. If you're a user and you like lose your account, you should be able to get support. Yeah, but because it wasn't verified. Well, I mean, anyone who lost their account, whether they're a company or an individual user, would be pretty bummed about it.
Sure.
And being able to contact support, but that's terrible. You should just have support for users.
I don't disagree.
Unbelievable. This is worse than I thought. And it was already laughable. Man. Shortly after, so they're not the first to jump on this. Shortly after Twitter Blue was launched, Tumblr started selling what they called important blue internet checkmarks that officially do absolutely nothing for a one-time cost of $4 each. They apparently made $250,000 in profit, a quarter-over-quarter increase of in-app purchases of 125%. As of a recent update, the checkmarks are now rainbow-colored, apparently. Tumblr user Carpy Sons That is actually unironically what I called them when I was a kid. You know those little Capri Sun
called them
pouch
Carpi
drinks?
Suns?
I called them Carpi Suns because I don't know, I guess I had a little bit of the dyslexia. Anyway, Carpi Suns apparently spent $120 on check marks, which is amazing. And back to sort of the inspiration for this, Twitter Blue. According to the most recent available numbers, only about 0.02% of active Twitter users have a paid subscription of any kind.
I would have guessed it would have been somewhat similar. Honestly, if you look at conversion rates for users to external things, like say Patreon, Floatplane, Nebula, whatever, I think it's actually usually a little higher than that.
Yeah, that's because there's no real
Definitely is
value
for us, but
It's blue pixels.
But yeah, considering how much you get, that's probably about where I would have slapped it. Like,
I mean, Floatplane is actually like we sell it pretty hard these days because it's a pretty darn good value these days.
yeah.
Like here,
But I'm saying like you get a lot if you subscribe to some creators. Well, I guess it's up to what the creator is offering. But a lot of times I see you get a decent amount of value if you subscribe to someone's Floatplane or Patreon or whatever else. Considering what you're getting for the Twitter Blue checkmark.
How quickly could the Floatplane team make like whale check marks? Because people on Floatplane are asking for them.
Verified blue
I've got
whales.
offers for like $15 here.
You're already paying.
If they want to pay more, Luke, can we get a tier that has a check mark?
You can subscribe to the Supporter Plus tier. Then you get 4K
No, we need Supporter Plus Plus.
Supporter Plus.
We have a product the Creator Warehouse team is working on that has a size that is extra medium. There's something in between medium and large, and we didn't know what to call it. We might fix that before we actually
Why do you guys
launch.
want this? Oh my goodness. We'll check in if you guys still want it in like a while when we have bandwidth to work on something
when
like that.
the memes are over?
Yeah, when the meme is dead, I'll check in if you guys still want it, and then we'll see then.
Yeah, we'll call it the Take My Money tier.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it'll
yeah.
have to be whale tier. It'll have to be whale tier. We'll come up with some other stuff that we can bundle in or something like that. I mean, we do care about providing actual value. Like even the whale tickets at LTX, it's $10,000, but it includes like
You
a
get,
$5,000 computer.
And don't you get a hotel room?
Yeah.
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 So
like, there's value in there.
We would need to. Yeah, they would have to have value.
Yeah, we're
I'm totally down with there being. I mean, this is up to you guys technically, but I'm totally down for there being like more expensive tiers that are offered.
Yeah, the problem is
But it should like make sense.
I don't want waste. Like people are suggesting like free merch every month tier. And my problem with that is, what if it's something you don't want?
Yeah, we don't want you to throw stuff away.
I don't want to ship waste around the world, right? Like it doesn't do anybody any good. I'd rather you guys just...
In general, I usually would say you and I, but I think in general at the company, we are not into the idea of fast fashion. We're building things to last. You should be able to keep said thing for a while if you have it. We don't want to just create garbage. It doesn't seem good. I don't think there's an argument for just genuinely creating garbage.
Yeah, I just am not that into that.
Yeah.
I mean, the main value is the exclusive content. We've got extras from the XQC build. We've got these are really fun. We've done a couple of mini moving vlogs for the move over to the lab. The team is doing such an amazing job. We're doing, I think, at least 2 exclusives per week. So we've got Linus reacts
Also,
to Dennis and Vance switching roles.
There's an update that is going to be going into beta, which is something we haven't really done before, but users will be able to opt into beta to be able to use it. It's not out yet, but coming relatively soon. That is going to make it so that when you click on, if you go back to Floatplane really quick, if you clicked on that right there, it would expand downwards, and you would be able to see a bunch of subchannels.
So like MAC address and Tech Cookie and Short Circuit and all that
you'd
good
be able
stuff.
to like effectively filter to the channel as if it was on YouTube, but then there can also be other things like Floatplane exclusive or whatever else. So that's coming. So that'll be easier because people have brought up that. I mean, you can just type in the search like Floatplane exclusive, but people don't like typing, I guess. So we will bring a new solution. But yeah. Oh, also, while we're talking about those types of things, merch messages. people have commented many a time, including I, that you can't do merch messages if you use Shop Pay. So if you use Shopify fairly actively, it skips past where merch messages is, which is pretty annoying for people. And
You should explain what merch messages are. For those of you who are new, merch messages are down here instead of Twitch bits or YouTube super chats or whatever, where you just throw money into the ether and then maybe we acknowledge your message, maybe we don't. Merch messages are a way that you can send in a message to the show like this. Hey, how'd you decide on Laszlo Supernova? I think Edsel was a fan and got in touch, and we had a relationship with Monster Cat. And basically, Laszlo agreed to do a slightly customized version of the intro song for us that exactly matched our animation. And I don't know, it was so good and it was so iconic that we just kind of kept it forever. I mean, I can still jam out to it, and I've heard it so many times. We have stopped using the intro, as Dan noted in the response there in every video, but we do still use it sometimes. The issue is just that if you're throwing away like 7 seconds of retention right at the beginning of the video, there's...
of highly valuable retention too.
Yeah, it's just... The branding is great, but the effect on viewership of not just that video, but your entire library is not positive. So it's something that we've started to shy away from. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Merch messages, what they are.
Right, merch messages, what they are is a way to send in a message to the show. And if we don't get to it for whatever reason or, whatever, at least you get your order in the mail. So you get a hoodie do you have a right to repair pin plan? That's a really good idea. Hey, Dan, do you mind firing that over to Sarah?
Righto.
And then maybe she could do up something like that.
Basically,
that'd be awesome.
Instead of the only thing that you get being a chance for your streamer person that you're watching to respond.
And to enrich Google or Amazon.
Now you definitely get something.
Yeah.
And there's a free added bonus that genuinely costs nothing that we might respond.
Yeah. So it's cool. And, we launched a new product today. Man, we're getting all this out of the way here.
Oh, wait, okay. But the clarification there is where it happens has changed. It's in, I believe, the cart now. So everyone can see it all the time. Doesn't matter if you're using Shop Pay. Doesn't matter if you're wanting to use Apple Pay that came up last time, whatever. You can all see it. So it works.